6 winners of the Alabama's NAACP Vaccine Lottery claimed their checks today. Each person received $1,000, and the winners had big smiles as they received their prize. Around 450 people entered the contest in hopes of securing a check. Contestants had to be between the ages of 18 and 40 to enter the drawing, and organizers were hoping to increase vaccination rates among the millennials and Generation Z. The president of the Alabama NAACP says he wants people to keep getting their vaccines.
So we are doing all that we can do to make sure that people get vaccinated.
And you can check out our website, rocketcitynow.com, to find a vaccination site near you.